What's going on, everyone? Zoop here, and I kind of want to share some misery with you today. Just what I'm going through. It's kind of a funny story, actually. So yeah, story time with Zoop. That's what we're gonna do. Last night was epic in the worst kind of way. And I'm new to fatherhood. I've been at it all of a month and a half now, 6 weeks, and unlike most normal parents, it's ×2 for me. So these twins are an absolute handful, and it's like just when we think we have things the way we need them to be, just when we think we're where we're supposed to be, one step forward, we take two giant steps back. I mean, it's not all bad, and I love Ben and Savannah. I mean, these things are probably the best things that ever happened to me and my wife. I take that back. They are. I love them to death. But last night's one of those nights where, you just gotta laugh. I guess things got off the rails as soon as my wife went to bed. See, we're kind of on shift work right now. She'll let me sleep from about 9 p.m. to about 1 p.m. or 9:30. I kind of gotta get ready to sleep. I can't just fall asleep right away. So her shift is that time prior to 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and they love to sleep during that period. They'll sleep 3 or 4 hours, and it's great. My wife can tidy up, do whatever she wants. And I gave her that shift because, I wanted to sleep during the middle of the night. So I wake up around 1 o'clock, I come down and kind of do the little trade-off with her. Sometimes we got a dual feed, sometimes they're still sleeping, or she just fed them, and she goes on right to bed upstairs. So last night, I relieve her of her duties, and I come down, and, they had just fed. Everything seemed good. Well, Savannah wakes up, probably about 1:30, 1:45, and she's queuing like she wants to eat. So I make her usual 3 ounces of formula, and I feed her normal 3 ounces of formula, taking care to burp her after every ounce, because we've learned very early if you don't do that, the likelihood of them throwing up increases. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I put her down in her bassinet, and she's sleeping. And I'm going over and just kind of doing some stuff I haven't been able to do during the day, kind of cleaning up some 3D prints for a Mandalorian pulse rifle that I'm building, and maybe I'll do a video on that sometime in the future, because this is a really fun project. And I know the Mighty Jingles has gotten into the painting of miniatures thing, and I've kind of gotten into the whole 3D printing thing. I've pretty much got all the armor I need for a Din Djarin Mandalorian costume, which 501st is going to bring into their costume reference library at some point in the future. So I've been working on that and the weapons and everything else. So I'm over in the kitchen doing that. It's dark in the other room, and I hear a slight sound coming from the bassinet. Don't know what it is, so I walk over there, and lo and behold, I see Savannah sleeping in a giant puddle of formula. She threw up probably 2 or 3 ounces of it. Her head's in it, and it's pooled in the bassinet, so obviously I pull her out right away. She's got it all over her head, all in her hair, so I'm washing her down, just trying to get her back to normal, and I put her in one of our little rockin' plays so I can watch her. Never a fun thing seeing your baby throw up that much. Well, she wasn't done. About 15 minutes later, she's starting to make some grunting sounds. I pick her up, and this time she throws up the rest of her food all over me. And, this is nothing new. I'm at the point where I go out, for walks in the neighborhood with giant spit-up stains on me. I can't help it. There's nothing you can do about it. I've got burp cloths, and the babies have intuition where they just seem to know where the burp cloth is, and they'll throw up on something other than the burp cloth. So, yeah, that was the first part of the night. She threw up all of the food I fed her and all the food my wife fed her, all natural. So, yeah, that was not fun. On the flip side of the night, towards 6 o'clock, well, in between there, I had to call my wife down for help because both of them decided to pop off. Their twin tuition was popping, and both of them woke at the same time, and she had just thrown up and needed to feed him, and brought my poor wife down for some backup. got that underway. I stood there the rest of the night just watching them instead of, I think I did watch Star Wars Clone Wars, finished up Season 1 while they were sleeping. I couldn't take my eyes off of her after what she went through. But anyhow, in the wee morning hours, it was Ben's turn to have some fun. And we have him on a certain type of formula because he has acid reflux, like a lot of babies have, and he's been stopped up for the past 2 days. Yeah, not fun. So throughout the night, he's squirming, he's arching his back because his stomach is in pain, and there's not really anything I can do. If I try to hold him, it just makes things worse, so he decided to finally let it rip around 5:30 or 6 in the morning. I just got done feeding him. He's laying on my lap, kind of on his side, and I just hear the wettest, nastiest, longest. God, I knew it was going to be bad. And I know better than to take him over and change him right away, because when lightning strikes once with these babies, it's not the only time it's going to strike. So sure enough, over the course of the next minute, I hear it. Finally, we get to a point where I'm like, all right, I can take him over and change him. And I do that. And it was pretty bad. It filled the entire diaper. It was all over his rear. So I get to work diligently cleaning things up. It wasn't bad as the last time this happened. The last time this happened, I tried changing too soon. And let's just say it wound up on the walls. I didn't know babies could do that, but they do that. If they've got to eject what's inside of them, they have the ability to fling it far. Not only out their mouth, but out their rear. So anyhow, I've got him all cleaned up. He's smelling fresh and everything else. And I'm in the process of getting the new diaper ready. And he decides to pee. On his face, on the floor over him, and of course on my hand, which I quickly put in place to block his pee from going everywhere. Yes, they are fire hydrants. And I made a mistake because I've been saying, and I've been told, you must always treat them like a loaded weapon, and I didn't do that. I didn't have him pointed in a safe direction or anything. So, got him cleaned up. My wife came down, finally relieved me of duty. I finally went back to bed at 8. Usually supposed to go back to bed around 7 in the morning, 7 to 10 or 11. That didn't happen. Working off 4 hours of sleep. Last night was pretty rough. Probably one of the worst nights we've had. But we got through it. I got through it. And, yeah. Tried playing around in warships today. In my Smalland, which I'm really enjoying. It was after we took them on a walk. They were in their little car carriers. And they usually sleep real well in there. And of course they decided not to when I decided to start playing. So, we won. That's about all I can say. Shot down 15 planes, did 6,000 damage. Which sucked. And somehow I finished in the middle of my team. I don't know how, which I guess that's just how things are right now in World of Warships. I don't know. But interesting past day. Just absolutely crazy. Hope your day's going better. Looks like we're slowly coming out of the whole COVID thing. Flattening the curves and so on and so forth. But be safe out there. Don't let your guard down. And I will catch you all later. Zoop out.